For the past 4.5 years, I've been recording and posting a weekly podcast. First, you might want to know what a podcast is and what this one is all about. After you learn what this is all about, I hope that you head over to our podcast page at www.sustainablebusiness.co and sign up to get weekly notifications about when our podcasts are going live. And by the way, we publish every Monday around 6 o'clock in the morning. So first, what is a podcast? A podcast is just a radio show without the radio. It's an audio file that you can listen to on your phone or your computer. And most of the time, you have the ability to download a podcast episode and listen to wherever you want and whenever you want. And this is certainly true with ours. Our podcast is normally an interview where I speak with someone who has done something interesting in the world of blue-collar private business owners. Sometimes it's a business owner with an interesting story, and other times it's an advisor to blue-collar businesses who has an interesting strategy or principle that they like to teach or work with private business owners about, like you. Whether I have an advisor or a business owner on, is to talk about their specialty and allow you to learn something new that will add value to your business. One of the things I've been fortunate with is having great guests on my show. We often have conversations that will add tons of value to your business. Here are some of the things that I've talked about over the last 4.5 years. Number one is cash flow and why it's the most important thing. Don't ever run out of cash. Along with this is that we had an episode with Mike Michalowicz a couple of times, but our first one with Mike was about his book Profit First and why profit first is such an important thing. Hiring and doing it and how to do it well. We've had several people on talking about how to be effective and efficient at hiring. And I've talked about my system for hiring many times, which I think is a really good system. But the truth is, my system is not the only one. We've had people talk about setting up systems that allow your business to run itself. In my opinion, one of the 5 things of creating a sustainable business is having great systems in place for your business. We've had lots of conversations about values and why values is where you need to start if you're going to create a great business. Because a value-led business gets great customers, they get great employees, they get people excited about what you're doing. So I spend a lot of time with people talking about values, and I love it when I have guests on the show who are really good at understanding values and can help you understand why values are great for your company. 5th thing we've talked about is how to leave your business in style. I have my friend John Brown on a couple of times to talk about this. He's the founder of the exit planning industry for all intents and purposes. And, you can do things to leave your business in style, or leaving your business can just be a horrible thing, or you might not be able to leave your business at all. So if you decide it's time for you to retire, I want you to learn how to do it in the best way possible, so we talk about that with people as guests in our podcasts. I've also talked about people, and I've talked about, again with Mike Michalowicz about this, is what are the 4 areas of profit and why they're so important. Now, the 4 areas of profit are lifestyle, an emergency fund, a fully funded retirement program, and a fully funded marketing program. Those are really important things that I want you to know about, and yes, we do episodes about that. I've done a bunch of episodes on how you can become operationally irrelevant in your business and why this is so important. The fact is, if you want to create value in your business, for you to be making more money, having more fun, and having a more successful business, the most important thing you can do is become operationally irrelevant and get out of the day-to-day operations of your business. The truth is, if you decide to sell your business down the road, the people who buy the business want the cash flow, they want your employees, and they don't want you. So if you are operationally integral in your business, you're not going to find a buyer who is really key on getting your business. Now, the 8th thing that I've talked about a whole bunch is why recurring cash flow is a crucial business activity. And again, if you're going to create a business that has real value and is economically sustainable, recurring cash flow is incredibly important. Now, recurring cash flow typically means I have contracts with business owners or other businesses or other customers who are going to pay me on a regular basis over a long period of time. Now, sometimes our business can't do that, and we've done some episodes about how you create recurring cash flow by having a recurring cash flow sales system in your company. Now, I've done those. Those are some of the topics we talked about. I have lots of other fun topics. You'll just have to check them out and check it out for yourself. Now, the thing about my podcast episodes, they're only 23 minutes long. That's the average commute in the United States. It's easy to consume. Every Monday morning at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the new episode comes out. I hope you check out our podcast, and I hope you go over to our podcast page at www.sustainablebusiness.co. Sign up to get our weekly episodes and scroll down and leave a comment about what you think about podcasts in general and any of the episodes of ours you've really liked or even if you didn't really like. Hey, this is Josh Patrick. You're at The Sustainable Business. I hope to see you back here really soon. Thanks a lot for stopping by.